all the qualities these people have. That this is my boss, these are my children, this is my wife, this is my assistant, my driver. Why are you asking about your boss? Driver could cause you tension. Secretary, your PS, personal assistant, she will cause you problem. PA. So all these people you got to evaluate, and this is how they are, and deal accordingly. So when you are prepared, after evaluation comes preparation. When you are prepared, there is no surprises. You expect that particular person to behave in a particular way. But why are you getting surprised with your boss? Because you have not studied, you have not experienced, and you have not concluded. I have a difficult boss, and how do I manage my boss? Someone is saying this. Then someone comes and says, I have a difficult neighbor, how do I handle my neighbor? Then someone comes and says this, I have a difficult mother-in-law. Very difficult, very difficult. Sir, if you see my mother-in-law now, you will run away. Why will I run away? I see my mother-in-law only and run away. So why will I see her? So, analyze the question. On one hand, you say, I have a difficult boss. One person says, I have a difficult boss. One person says, I have a difficult neighbor. One person says, I have a difficult mother-in-law. One person says, I have difficult children. Third person says, I have a difficult husband. How can all people complain about factors being difficult? So, Vedanta gives you the solution, the bottom line of how you handle the relationships. Now, you have a difficult boss. Who asked you to work for that company? You yourself have chosen. Why? If you have a difficult boss and if you are taking the difficulty because you are getting compensated. So, if you are getting highly compensated, you will have a difficult boss. So, you can't have the cake and eat it. You want higher compensation and you don't want to wait. You don't want a difficult boss. This is heaven. But hellish state comes when you want a higher compensation and you will have a difficult boss. That is the definition of hell. Learn that today. So how do you handle that means what? How do you handle anyone? Understand that my boss, since he is feeling the pinch, have some mercy on your boss here. He is feeling the pinch of giving you so much money. So you should understand, he will demand, he will command. Now how should you act? Corporate field is nothing but it's a field of play. Keep on playing. Not manipulating, but playing a game. Corporate field is a game. It's a field where you have to play the game. But you're not manipulating that game. You're playing it. So how do you play? Your boss says, what is this? How come this job is not finished? Oh, you understand. This is my boss. Oh, boss, I'll just get it done. So you understand that he's a short-tempered boss. Otherwise, he's fine. You understand. Evaluate that my boss is short-tempered. Evaluate. He'll go brrrr, and then he'll calm down. But at least he's not asking. If you're a lady, he's not asking you to get compromised. He's not asking you to compromise. No. You will rather prefer a boss who goes woo, 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 like a child. Treat him like a child. So whenever he's screaming at you, you look at him and, this is a child now. He'll go on. But make sure what he's saying, otherwise you'll be in trouble. So, handling a boss or handling a neighbor or handling a husband or handling your children, the problem is not with the boss, the problem is you. Understand that. Agitations come from within. Nobody can create agitations without, means outside. You are not able to handle it, it's your fault. So, understand, first evaluate what is your working circumstance, what is your working environment, and what type of a boss you have. When your intellect evaluates that this is the type of boss I have. In fact, do a case study on your boss before joining. Understand from other people. Then there are no surprises. You understand from other people what type of a man this one is. Do a case study. People don't do a case study, then expect them. You want your boss to be smiling? Oh, hello, good morning. Oh, you came late. Excellent. Very good. I'll give you a bonus. One whack you needed. You go late and you don't expect your boss to scream at you? He will scream at you. So when you understand and you expect that my boss is short-tempered, then your heartbeat doesn't beat so hard. Otherwise you go boom, boom, boom because it's hurting your ego. So when you expect your boss to be short-tempered, so the heartburns are less. But when you don't expect, because you expect him to be nice, that's when the heartburns are born. So through your intellect, what Vedanta says is, evaluate everyone, understand everyone. See, what you must understand. See, this is what will appeal to you. What you must understand. This is what will this is practical. Make a note. What you must understand, that in your life, how many people you need to deal with. Even a CEO who has 100,000 people working for him, the chairman of a company who has 100,000 people working for him, how many people does he deal with on a daily basis? Let's say he has a family of two children, wife and husband, 4 at home. When he comes to his office, probably 3-4 of his top level employees. So you must understand, on an average, you don't need to closely deal with 6 or 7 people, maximum 8 or maybe 10. Is it difficult for you to deal with 10 people vis-a-vis the world? And you're going to religious places to be harmonious with the world. So these 10 people, there's a practical solution. I will make a jot form of all the qualities these people have. That this is my boss, these are my children, this is my wife, this is my assistant, my driver. Why are you asking about your boss? Driver could cause you tension. Secretary, your PS, personal assistant, she will cause you problem. PA. So all these people you got to evaluate, and this is how they are, and deal accordingly. So when you are prepared, after evaluation comes preparation. When you are prepared, there is no surprises. You expect that particular person to behave in a particular way. Say, don't you expect heat in summer? Don't you expect cold in winter? Don't you expect rain in monsoon? Why? Because you know it. But why are you getting surprised with your boss? Because you have not studied, you have not experienced, and you have not concluded. So, dealing with the boss or the corporate field or colleagues is like playing a game. But playing a game with the attitude of service, not playing the game with the attitude of manipulation. Because any manipulation, you will never go higher up in hierarchy. You will always remain down. But any service-oriented action will always, even if you don't want it, it will always take you up and up and up. So boss is the easiest thing to deal with. Say, if you can't deal with your boss, ask me, I'll deal with your boss. What's your problem? Try me. Try it out.